with that, at least I know, I'm convinced that you really, really know what they did. See, when we get you into today's program, we have something in mind. Who can tell me what we have in mind that will get you every Saturday, you go to the museum, you do all that? What do you think the program is about? That's right, excellent. Let's give her a round of applause. Now, said to gain an interest in the STEM. What STEM stands for? Let me, yes. Science, technology, engineering, and okay. So in short, what we're trying to do is that in another 10 years, or 5 years for some of you, or 15 years for some of you, when you'll be making up your mind as to what field you want to go into, we want you to think that one of those areas that you can enjoy a lifetime is STEM. Serious. So you've got to take your science serious, you've got to take your mathematics serious. Of course, the science and mathematics have to be serious, then you've got to take charge of the reading, English.
With the elementary group, they have a bunch of energy. Okay, I actually had an opportunity to witness this. You know, every now and then we, you know, as teachers, we would help one another out. You know, exchanging resources, going from one class to another. But I saw that these group of students were always, for the most part, engaged in all the activities that Ms. Dominguez will provide for them. So this is what we want you guys. You're gonna have to help us out. All right. She put some very key things on your presentation. One of the things it says, ready for the learning journey for all our lives. But what we want to address is where it says, building the bridge to a better future. Can any volunteers kind of like give us an idea about what is meant by that statement? Okay, y'all know I'm y'all name, so y'all have to help me out. Okay, we're going to give me one. And make sure you're speaking loud and speaking towards the audience, yes.
When Ms. Dominguez said building the bridge to a better future, she meant that like she means by the support of a bridge for the future of other people driving through the bridges from going overboard or undersea. So she means that she doesn't want nothing to happen, so like we have to like build a support to make sure we don't fall into the water or we don't go underboard.
I had an experience just like the middle schoolers and some of the high schoolers where we're at the museum. It says the energy is flowing. Can somebody kind of like share why did you guys coin this statement or this actual experience as the energy is flowing? Yes. And then loudly speak this way.
When we met, well, they had went to the museum and they had learned about energy. So what they do, and like he said is that we have a lot of energy. So that's what it means by the energy is flowing.
Oh, wow.
Like keep the ideas going.
Wow. All right, I like this one. I really like this one because I think that every group has experienced this. It says at the bottom, it says, interaction is the best way to learn. Who can tell me something about that statement? Yes.
Well, when she said interaction is the best way to learn, there's like this camera, and like when we stepped in front of it, it would show us like how hot our body was, and like the hottest part would be like red. Then we could see the bar down there that said which one was hot and cold and stuff.
The difference would be prokaryotic cells lack a nucleus and eukaryotic cells have a nucleus.
All right, now we're going to have somebody to handle for us middle school discoveries.
Middle school discovery learned by way of courtship, not trying to find nice to visit. And I'm on exploration and we did a lot.
All right, and then NASA is gonna help us talk about why NASA Sea Stars program is important.
This program allows for interaction within a diverse group while learning many scientific concepts and enhancing our opportunities for careers in STEM.
And then at the end, we put that what kind of impact it had on us. Most definitely, all of the students, while we were actually creating this this PowerPoint, it gave them all a greater appreciation for science, technology, engineering.
Well, in the Museum of Paleontology, how do you say it? Paleontology, I learned about some real prehistoric things such as old fossils and how we humans evolved through much of history. And in the Museum of Health Sciences, I basically learned the functions of our body and the differences between the animal and plant cells. And I learned how our body functions and how it reacts to diseases and other things.
Okay, maybe one of the other two students we want to share their experiences about how students feels about being part of this program. We all know that this program has been very fun and it has been educating. So we want to hear from the students what they have learned and how they feel about being part of this NASA CBER program. Trevor.
I learned that it takes time and preparation in order to do something, and just do it, budgeting and stuff. And I like this program because we have fun and do a lot of activities.
Okay, and can you speak to the overall educational experience that you have being part of this program? Krista, speak to the overall educational experience that you have. What do you gain educationally from this program? What did you gain educationally from being part of this program?
I got to learn about a whole bunch of stuff that I didn't know about natural resources and renewable and non-renewable stuff. And honestly, I never really thought to care about it, but I guess it is important to know about it. So I'm glad that I came and I learned about that stuff for the first time.
This is our presentation. I'm Sir
Aaron Majal.
And more some.
and this is our space captain spirit show, and it's NASA Sea Star Summer Program, June 10th through 2012. But I think we learned that space travel, we learned that in space there's a lot of space junk that we can see in this picture. There's a lot of junk.
Satellites and debris that crashed from previous missions that went up to orbit and stayed there.
We're still orbiting Earth.
Can I speak just a little bit about, we want to hear everything you have to say.
We learned how to make a rocket with cardboard, plastic, and a rubber band, and we got to shoot it off, and it was really fun because it went like really, you get a lot of fun too.
And we learned about things in the wild and how to survive in the wild, how to
Still water.
Still water.
make it clean so you can drink it.
And different types of shelters if you like get lost.
And we learned the first nuclear rocket fuel was built by Robert Goddard, which was a V2 rocket.
The V2 rocket, but the plans were originally made by German, but Robert Goddard helped to create the outer exterior of the plane and to build it.